Hi, juniors. Today we wanted to show you a little bit about in Naviance how to do a super match. I'm going to share my screen. You know how to get in Naviance now. And this is the screen that you will see when you go into Naviance. So why would I want to do a super match? A super match allows you to, if you're not sure where you want to start looking at colleges, because there are over 4,000 colleges in Naviance, where do you even begin? You can't search 4,000. So you try to get it down to a workable number, and Supermatch can really help with that. A lot of times with colleges, we kind of go by what we see. The neighbor goes to Michigan State or Iowa or whatever the case may be. So when you're looking at colleges, you want to find schools that are a good fit for you. And Naviance can help with that by doing a super match. So we go into Naviance, here's your home screen, click on colleges, find your fit, and then super match. There are other ways of getting a super match, but that's a way to go. Okay, so this is the screen that you will see in Supermatch. And there's many criteria. So based on what you're looking for in a school, you can kind of start looking at criteria. So there are must-haves and nice-to-have. So a must-have is something that you absolutely need to be happy and successful at the college. A nice-to-have is, it's a nice thing to have, but it's not an absolute essential thing. So you might want to start off with location. And by location, you might kind of look and say, all right, well, what part of the country do I want to go in? A lot of LT students end up going in the Midwest. Okay, but I've always wanted to go to the East Coast, and that might be that might be a good fit for me. Okay, so I'm going to just check those two. So then it shows you the states. Okay, then I'm going to kind of go through and say, well, New Hampshire and Massachusetts. I'm just picking these randomly, by the way. Okay, these are not what I'm looking for. So now I'm down to these states. These are the states that I really want to hone in on in my college search. Okay. Another thing you can kind of look at is large city. Do you want to take advantage of what a large city has? The art, the music, things like that. Do you want to be in a smaller city? Do you want a college town where the whole city revolves around the college, or in a rural area? It really, again, comes down to your preference. You might not have any preference. In that case, you would just leave it blank. And I don't have a strong opinion on that, so I'm just going to leave that blank. Okay, so now I'm going to go, now, we've already narrowed this down to 305 schools. So we went from 4,000 to 305. And now I'm going to look at another one that people like to go to is institution characteristics. Okay, you might be looking at a 2-year school or a traditional 4-year college, okay, where you can get a degree in a certain area. Okay, so if I know I'm going in for a 4-year degree, I'm going to take off the 2-year college. Yeah, public or private really doesn't matter to me. Graduation rate, I'm not too sure about that. Average class size, I'm okay with the big class or small class, or you might be like, I really need small class sizes. Okay, again, it's tailored towards you. I just click 30 students or less. Are you looking at a very large school, a mid-sized school, a small school? Okay, you might have a preference in one of those areas, and you may want to check one of those. What we're telling students what we usually be telling students at this time of year is to start getting on campuses to see if you like a big school, a small school, a mid-sized school. During COVID, college visits are more difficult, but many colleges are now starting to accept people on campuses. They won't let you inside the dorms or into the buildings. They have tours where you can go around. If you want to see a small campus, you can drive 20 minutes to Elmhurst College or North Central or Benedictine and see what a small school looks like. Same with big schools. We have bigger schools like University of Illinois Chicago, if you want to see what a bigger school looks like without driving very far. But you can go into different areas on Naviance. You can go into resources, cost, diversity, student life, admission, academics. I think you get the idea. But we just wanted to make sure that you go on to Supermatch. From Supermatch, once you start going through criteria, Supermatch is going to give you schools that fit your criteria. And those are ones that we suggest that you might want to take a look at our college visit list. So colleges, research colleges, college visits, and see which schools on that list are coming to LT, which they will be at some point. And college fair, I imagine we will have our college fair this year, one way or another. That's another way to start meeting with college reps and getting more information on colleges. Okay, so as always, we just want to kind of walk you through this, get on an Naviance, and as always, when you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your counselor. So have a great day.